guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today I'm gonna do my current full face foundation routine, so including my contour, all that stuff. This routine tends to change depending on the season, depending on how my skin is at the time, so this is just what works for me right now. My skin is currently like combination to very dry skin, so I worked accordingly. Just keep that in mind when you're watching, because it obviously, foundation works differently on different skin types, but this routine that I have going down right now is personally just like amazing. Like, I find that it's such a good full face. I don't feel cakey in it. I don't feel like it moves over the night or during the day when I wear it. So that's kind of everything you're looking for in a foundation routine. So without further ado, let's get started, and hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will catch you in my next video. Okay, so before I put on any makeup, I start with of course, I always wash my face. I use like the Nivea like foaming cleanser. And then I go in with my Lancome Radiance toner. It's a clarifying exfoliating toner for normal to combination skin. Looks like so. I'm kind of like in a love-hate relationship with this toner just because it does what it says it does. So it's a super good toner. It cleanses my skin. I feel like my skin is so much softer after I use it. It exfoliates, but the smell, I'm like, it's so strong that it almost smells like alcohol, and it almost like burns my eyes like when I use it, which sounds really bad, and I was like super alarmed when I first used it, but I just like kept on using it just in case. Like, I was like, maybe my skin isn't usually that sensitive to like really strong products, so I decided to keep on using it, and it actually worked really well. So I'm kind of sticking with it, even though it like burns for like a little bit. It's worth it. But if you do have sensitive skin, definitely don't use it, because it is very strong smelling, and on your skin you feel it. And then I go in with my Nivea Moisturizing Day Care. So I put that all over my face. After I moisturize, I always go in with my MAC Fix Plus. This one's lavender, so it smells so good. Like that. It smells so good. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my primer. Lately I've been using the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. I am obsessed with this product. It smells so good. It's oil-free. Sometimes when I'm in a rush, I don't even put my moisturizer on. And I'll just put on this primer because it is super moisturizing on its own, so I don't feel like my moisturizer before isn't that necessary, but my skin gets super dry in the winter, so I tend to kind of double up on that. So now for foundation, I'm using my favorite foundation ever. It's a drugstore product, and if you guys watch my videos, you know that it's like one of the only foundations that I use. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. So this is a super full coverage. This is in the color Sun Beige, number 310. It's quite dark, but I use it when I use my tanner. So it's definitely a different color than my face, as you guys can see. So I'm putting a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna dab it kind of like all over my face. I'm going to use my damp Real Techniques beauty blender. I've been really into this one lately, almost more than the original beauty blender. So make sure you go all the way down your neck and also on your ears, like especially if you're using like a darker foundation than your natural skin tone. For the sake of it being a full face, full coverage look, I'm going to do cream contour and then powder as well. So for my nose contour, I've been loving this new Laura Mercier like cream contour palette. So it comes with like this bronzing color, and then these two blush colors, and then these two like cream highlight colors. and they're super, super beautiful. I'm not too sure how I feel about cream blush, but I've been loving this bronzing color, and it's called Bronzer Veil because it's not too orange and it's not too dark, so it's not that like harsh on your nose. For the rest of my contour, my cream contour, I'm going to go with my Pixi by Petra, like multi-balm sculptor. Next up, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape in the color Medium Light, and I'm going to start contouring under my eyes and everywhere else. Now that everything's applied, I'm going to start blending in my concealer. For the rest of my face, I'm going to be using my BH 137 brush. It's kind of like a buffer brush, and I'm just going to buff that in. All my cream contour is done and my foundation, everything liquid. I'm going to move on to powders, and this is the most important part of setting your face and having a clean, non-cakey foundation look. So I'm going to go in with the Holy Grail. It is my Laura Mercier setting powder, and honestly my favorite brush to use for applying setting powder is my Morphe M438 brush. It looks like so. It's everywhere where you feel like you get oily during the day or throughout the night. I get oily on my chin. I'm going to brush off this powder. I'm using my BH 133 brush. So now that that's done, I'm going to go in using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going in with the middle color, which is Shadow Play, right here. Okay, so for blush, I'm using my Essence Blush Up Powder Blush in Heat Wave. And then a little bit on my nose. And then I'm just going to smack on some MAC Whirl